You know, in this life, I truly know and believe that many things in this life are not of coincidence. You see, there's a saying that everything happens for a reason. You might say this is true, you might say this is false. Regardless of your opinion, one thing is for certain. When you see the signs and synchronicities of the universe and see where are being pushed towards and what you are being called to do, you realize that everything that happens is for a greater and higher good. Everything that we are being guided towards by our intuition is something that is inherently valuable to the growth and development and healing of ourselves. And I believe that through our experiences, through our learning, through our healing, we have acquired an understanding of things that are inexplicable. And through these experiences, we can share them, we can speak, and we can help others who may have or may are going through something similar to that we were in the past. I, for certain, am someone who feels that way. If you would look at the first video on this channel, a normal person would delete that video. It's a video that's quite personal. The most personal thing I've ever said in my life, probably. Just about how I was feeling in my life. And, I remember recording that video that day, and I didn't have anyone to talk to at all in my life about things like this. About how I was feeling, and I was feeling so many things. And I remember going through so many hard, tough things on my own. And it's almost hard to relate to that person nowadays. But when I tell someone my personal story, like, they might say, like, I've had people say, like they can't even begin to imagine or believe all the things I've had to go through and how I could have possibly been strong enough to do it. And that's the thing, like, any obstacle or problem that is ever put in our path, we're meant to overcome, in the sense that it's meant to develop us or guide us towards something greater. Simply, it's just a hurdle for us to leap over and keep moving. And sometimes the hurdles are big, sometimes there's many, and sometimes it's just an open track. And that's the thing, is that in this life, there's so much room, there's always room for growth and healing, I believe. Even in myself, I see that a lot of my growth and development at this point is not necessarily even about myself. Of course, it involves me, but I realize a lot of it is just me connecting with my ability to speak the words that are needed to be said, things that people can really relate to, things that people need to hear. Because the truth is, I can't help you heal yourself. I can't make you heal yourself. I can't do the work for you. I can guide you. I can speak to you. I can show you all the examples in the world and tell you all the stories and all the things that I've been through. But at the very end of the day, the one who has to look at themselves and do the inner work and go within themselves and look at everything is you. It is you. I cannot look inside of you and see what needs to be healed. And even if I do see it, there's nothing I can do about it, because I cannot control your actions. And that is the responsibility that we have and that we owe to ourselves, is to remain in connection with ourselves and to understand what is happening inside of us, the internal environment. And once you get to the point of paying attention to your internal environment, it becomes a process of learning how to love ourselves and really implementing that. Even if in the beginning it's hard or difficult or it seems stupid or silly, it's one of the most important things in the world, to love ourselves, not from an egoistic place, but from a divine place, a place of stillness, of understanding, a place that doesn't need words to describe what is happening, what is being felt, what is being said without words. And the truth is, when we love ourselves, when we bring ourselves to that love frequency, that love vibration, we can then go out into the world and bring that frequency and that vibration to others. We can then go out and help other people and bring them and lift them up to a higher plane of existence. Not even in a hyperdimensional way, just in a sort of sensual way, in a sort of intimate feeling of life, of purpose, of love, compassion for self and others. So, I would ask yourself, what is it that you see when you look inside of yourself? Without words, without attaching thoughts or ideas or judgment on it. What is it? Don't try to put it in a box. Just observe. And that is the first step towards loving ourselves. And once you can do that, I would ask yourself, what can I do today to love myself? But don't just take my word for it. Go out and do it. I love you, and I'll see you later.